Alright, so today in the garage, got this lovely vehicle. That's a 2013 Fiat, the old Fix It Again Tony. It's a 1.4, and I'm doing the valve cover gasket. Now, I've watched a lot of videos. I generally don't make videos on automotive stuff, and I hate when they ramble on and on, so I'll try to cut it short, but those are usually the most rambling ones, or one of those quick stories, right? Anyway, doing a valve cover gasket on this, and you know, most of me think it's going to be pretty easy. Let's just dive into it. This one's not. So I've watched the other videos. A guy talks about it was easier to pull the engine than to do the valve cover gasket. I disagreed with that. A lot of them talk about pulling the intake, which means you've got to pull the AC compressor back here. You got to pull the motor mount. You've got to move this jug out of the way. You got to pull this cover. Some of them are pulling this, pulling that, all this. Basically, what I discovered is that you can take the bolts out on the intake. You can see I've got this bungee cord kind of holding it to the side, and you can just clear it right here, because that's the thing right there. That's one that's going to get you. The other thing is that on this, you do not have to pull this cover off. It actually splits and divides right there. There is a hidden bolt right here. It's a 10 millimeter, so don't forget that, or you're going to break that cover. But yeah, it is loose, and I actually can take it off. That's a beautiful sight. So don't give up hope. You're going to need a lot of swivels. It's 11 millimeter on the intake bolts. You're going to need swivels and a lot of patience. The job calls for 5 hours labor. I don't know if that's correct, but I felt like it was definitely more. And that's for the valve cover gasket. So you got a bunch of 8s around here. You got a couple of 10s up here on this little bracket here. On the other one, they talked about pulling the fuel injecting hose and let's just, you don't have to do all that. Now, is it close? Man, it is close, because the intake wants to hit on the back of that compressor right there. So you don't have, this is the room you have, and it clears by about a dime thickness. Hey, but it's a win. A win is a win. Let's take it. You know what I mean? So anyway, I hope this video helps. You will have to take this little bracket off that goes around the pump. Just set it aside. But you can do it without pulling the mounts. You can do it without pulling the intake. You can do it without pulling the AC compressor, without pulling all that other stuff. Is it difficult? 100% it is. But on the bolts for the intake, basically just loosen them all the way so I could pull it to the side slightly, pull it back. There's just enough room to do it. So hope that helps somebody if you're in this situation, because I'm sure hopefully you didn't quote it out at 1.5 hours or something like that, because you're going to be here a while. But the good news is, hopefully this video will get you straight to it and save you some time. Everybody loves that. I know I certainly do. Yeah, the other ones, like I said, you got to support the engine. You got to pull this engine mount. You got to pull all this stuff. Pulling all this is insane. So anyway, I hope the video helps. You do not have to do all that. You can sneak it out. Here's fact. It's right here. So hope the video helps.